The only time the poor people sacrifice you if you're talking about yourself from their point of view. You projecting like a bitch yourself. The only time negativity ever enters, the only time negativity only exits your mouth is if you're operating from that space. That space could never be positive. Just like this space could never be negative. So when you're speaking negative, what you're doing is you're projecting yourself onto your environment. You're projecting yourself onto your environment. That's why I don't really, because you be like, well, you can't leave it behind. So the best thing you can do is be a king, because if you're a lonely man by yourself, you was just a ghost anyway. Talking about how she gonna sacrifice you, you're speaking negatively. Maybe that's what you want. What would you be left behind unless you're thinking the grass is greener like a jealous bitch? Whenever you speak negatively, you're projecting yourself. You're speaking about yourself from somewhere else. You're dissociated. You're broken. That's why you break, by speaking negative. That's why you would think certain words, you call them curse words unless you don't know the origin of them. You would call them curse words because they come from negative speak. Like this property has this property has that. We all know the good girls don't wear thongs and G-strings. The bad girls do that, right? It's certain things you only gonna see in certain weight classes. In the weight class of negativity, you get negative talk. In the weight class of a man, you don't get none of that. You get silence. You don't get silence in the weight class of a bitch. You understand? So when I say the woman is gonna sacrifice you, the bitch ain't gonna do nothing but sacrifice you, it's because I'm talking like a bitch as if I'm talking to a man. You understand? You can't do that. It don't work. The logic don't work. You cannot cross the lines. Bitch, no matter how delusional you wanna be, they don't go together. When I say the bitch is sacrificing me, I'm acting like I wanna sacrifice the bitch and she was supposed to go instead. Right? That's not what a man does. A man don't function like that. A man's story begins when it begins and it ends when it ends. I wouldn't have nothing different for dessert, would you? Unless you a bitch talking from the wrong place. You understand? So, if I can identify this with the people around me, and I know, given like I guess the deformity of your face, I could tell how much time in the average of your life you spent in certain dimensions. I could pretty much decipher if I get rid of you or not, or if you, because you think about it like, okay, yeah, you have potential to be good, but that slouch in your jaw lets me know you're beyond the midpoint with that. So it's probably better to just get rid of you. I can't think like that though, can I? White men think like that, and white men rule the world. I was giving away my snacks for lunchtime, and I still ain't got no girl. Giving the bitch exactly what she wants. She ain't doing nothing but drain me. So when it comes to me, like, why can't I use the devices given to me? Why shouldn't I take advantage of my advantage? Because when I don't do that, they make fun of me for being a bum. Nigga, I could have been killed you. I just chose not to do it because of your fucking laws. If I would have killed you yesterday, nigga, I wouldn't even have to deal with you today. But I didn't do that because I was dealing with your bullshit. So why am I listening to you? Right? Yo, so your logic, the bitch ham hock logic is always backwards. It always folds on itself. Always. The only problem is I'm not the only nigga that think like this. Why? Because I'm thinking like this. There's still part of me that's anchored to the bitch, so it must be necessary. So the problem is trying to figure out how to navigate these emotions. You gotta avoid her at all times. Look at her like a pig. And do it again. Yeah, you don't go standing in the pigs. You have to avoid it. You have to avoid them at all times. Don't ever mix with them. I don't care. If you know they hang out over here, don't ever go over there. Because what's going to happen? You know what happen? You're going to dissociate and you're going to start talking about yourself from a third person. That's wrong. You need to stay the fuck away from them people. If they go in the TV room, don't go in the TV room. If they do these type of things, don't do what they do. Ever. Because you'll dissociate, start thinking that you're them. Don't ever hang around. I don't give a fuck what they want to talk about. I don't care what they want to say in they fake ass shiny suits. They bullshit ass. I don't care. They fake as hell. Stay the fuck away from them. You mix with them, you asking to die. I don't give a fuck with no kid. You dumbass kids in grown bodies. Kids in grown bodies. Give a fuck what you think. You only got authority because of your size, dumbass. Dumbass. The only reason I'm putting up with this is because I'm like you. I should just do what I want to do, and I just be honest about it. If I look at you and read you and see that you're bad, I don't give a fuck if you can read it or not. I'm just going to kill you. But the thing is, I don't have the power to do that, or so I believe. Or maybe there's a doorway I can walk through in my mind that'll translate into analog that'll allow me to get away with killing anybody I don't like. That's what my boss does. That's what a white man does. That's what God does. Am I not a reflection of him? Any turtles all the way down? Relatively, I should feel as powerful as God. And if I ain't, maybe I ain't trampling on enough people. But if I'm trying to trample on somebody, that would make me like a bitch, right? I've been hanging around bitches too much because I'm talking about myself from perspective of a bitch. No, no, you avoid them like pigs on a farm. Like you growing tomatoes. Like you picking dandelions. Like you feeding the dolphins. Like you walking a dog, a stubborn dog. Or how you gotta treat them. Like stubborn donkeys. Because if you get any closer than that, you asking for a demise. You are.